Okay, we are live. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's Money Tip Tuesday. I'm here with my virtual CFO, Megan Dahle. We have another great topic today, but first, it was Memorial Day weekend. Did you relax,
I
Megan?
relaxed in my garden. I got my fingernails dirty.
Oh, that is not relaxation to me.
Heaven.
Really, you like to garden?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My husband says a dirty wife is a happy wife.
Well, that's got double meaning, but we won't go there. But I used to tell my kids, I can't keep anything alive. I'm lucky I kept you kids alive because I do not have a green thumb.
Makes your kids hardier that way.
That's true. That's true. So today we're talking about what everybody's goal setting is missing, but we're going to talk specifically financial goal setting, their money goal setting.
In a way, yeah. Yeah. And so it comes down to like, I call it completing the thought. When people have goals of, I don't, if even if it's more time with your family, like what would it take to be able to have that extra 20 hours at home a week with your family? What would it take to have that vacation fund fully funded so you're just taking awesome vacations just off of the interest? Like it's completing the thought of your goals. So I mean, some people might set a goal that's just revenue based. I want to be a six-figure business. I want to be a seven-figure business. Okay, well, why? And that's when people tend to be like, oh, well, we're going to dig down into the core of it. Like, well, because I want to support my parents, because I want to retire my husband, because I want to do these things. Okay, great. Why? And I love that why exercise that a lot of people do, but I still want to take it one step farther. Even after you find the core of your why, I want you to quantify that goal. Okay, you want to take care of your parents. How much do you need in order to do that? If that means paying off their mortgage, how much is their mortgage? How much is that? And then now that we've completed the thought, now we have a value. And so it's not like, okay, I want to do this in 2 years, but we can make incremental progress and protect the progress so that in 2 years it is a reality. You've protected your progress all along the road. You're not just waiting for a magical, okay, well, when I hit a seven-figure business, boom, I'm going to be able to take care of my parents. That's
Right.
not how it works.
Right. No, and being specific is so hard for people. And the part that I'm hearing the loudest is protect that, because it's so easy to say, oh, I'm going to put $100 aside a week in order to achieve a specific goal by a certain time. And then as you see that money accumulate, you're like, oh, I need to spend it on something. Well, I thought I was going to use it for that, but now I'm going to use it for something else, which I'm notorious for.
I think we put a lot of pressure on our future selves. And I do the same thing. Like if I don't have the structure in place for a specific goal and to protect it, I'm terrible about like, oh yeah. Either a shiny object comes along, or I think I put my future self like, oh, 2 months from now, my business is going to be in this place. So I'm going to be fine spending that money now. I'm going to be fine because that future person, she's going to be the one that hits that goal. So I'm going to that's how I justify it. Like my future self is going to do it. So I don't have to do anything to protect that goal now or to work specifically towards that goal because when I hit that, when I have that $40,000 month, then I'm there. Well,
Right.
no, I'm not.
No, I'm not, because there'll be new things to spend on then. Okay,
Yes.
so pick a financial goal.
Well, assign the value to your goal. So you're
Okay,
not necessarily.
so I want to take a vacation with each of my children separately. So let's say I assign that I need $30,000,
Great.
which is kind of high for vacations. But let's just say I want to do it all luxuriously and I want to pay the bill. So I want
Yeah.
$30,000 aside, $10,000 for each kid, so I can take them on a nice vacation. Where do I go from there?
Okay, so if we have a timeline, like the first vacation is going to be 6 months from now, right? I need $10,000 in 6 months, and I want to actually not drain the entire account. I'd rather have $15,000 in 6 months, so I have half of the next one already paid for. Great,
Okay.
15,000 divided by 6 months from now, that's $2,500 a month.
Ouch.
So, ouch.
Maybe not the best goal, but I get the point. Okay. So
Yeah.
in other words, calculate it out.
Mhm.
And then you have to go, how am I going to make that happen?
Right, right. And so now we can see if, like, even if now, well, it's more realistic to only put $1,200 aside a month for that. Okay, that's fine. Let's talk in realistic terms then. And let's not just think that in 6 months, this is $10,000 is magically going to be there for that first vacation.
Because it's
You
not.
know, right, right. You will always find a use. If your money doesn't have an assigned purpose when it comes in, it's going to get fittered away on things that you really would look back and wish that you hadn't spent it on because you never reached your goals because you weren't putting the structure in place along the line. Like even in 6 months from now, even if you only had $7,000 in the account, now you can look back and say, dang, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Like you can see the progress. It's like, if you ever watch like This Old House, they have these apprentices on there that just love doing what they're doing because they can see the progress that they're making. They can look at the house and say, I put on that front porch today. So
Right.
you can look at that money and say, oh my gosh, look what I've done. Look what I've built. I am so much closer to making that goal a reality. And your brain gets that jolt of woohoo to go with it.
It's true. You really see the money because I do this now, right? So it's kind of like the Profit First Light that I teach my clients. You then do a session with my clients just to really drive it home and to give them some spreadsheets to help them as a sub coach in my organization. And it is amazing since I switched to setting a goal and putting money aside, the difference in everything. My profitability is up. I'm not spending as much on crap. Like you said, shiny object syndrome is not happening anymore. And the money's accumulating. It's accumulating for my goals. But it really is a mindset shift that it's like, which came first, the cart or the egg, right? Like the chicken or the egg. I was going to say cart or horse. I see this is where I always mess up. My kids laugh at me. I do it all the time. Anyway, once you open up that separate bank account and start putting money in there, you realize, oh, I actually can do this.
Yeah. Yeah. So some people have the fear of taking the money out when it is there because they have a whole lot in there because they're like, well, what happens if all hell breaks loose? Well, let's assign an amount for all hell breaking loose. And then, you can take money out of your business if you plan for it. If you can see down the road, this all becomes so much easier. It just takes planning.
So what's missing in goal setting is being specific.
Yes, assigning that dollar value, completing the thought of, okay, I got the goal. What is it going to take in order to achieve that goal? Got it. Now let's not wait for it to just be a magical $10,000 6 months from now. Let's put money aside so there is $10,000 there 6 months from now.
So for everyone who's listening now or in the future, what this is it's making the law of attraction actually work. Because I love when people talk about the law of attraction and visualizing. I'm going to visualize something happening. Absolutely, that's part of it. But then you actually have to take the action and finish the thought and create the system that's going to help you succeed to get to that visualization. It's not just visualizing. There's action that you need to take to also get there.
It's taking responsibility for your goals.
Yes, not just talking, actually doing.
Yeah.
Or the pound. I guess we have people from the UK here. So great lesson today. This actually applies to way more than your financial goals. It applies to any goal you're setting. Finishing the thought, figuring out how you actually make it happen, not just talking, right? All talk, no action. This is basically saying finish the thought, take the action, set yourself up for success.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much, Megan, for being here.
My pleasure.
And if people want to find you, tell them where to find you.
MeganDahle.com.
That's easy enough. All right. And you have lots of great programs. So check out Megan's programs on her website. And we will see you next Tuesday for Money Talk Tuesday. Always fun. Bye, everyone.